What's up, everybody? Phil Bleckman with BarBend.com, and today we are going to discuss how you can watch Hafthor Bjornsson's first ever boxing match. Before we do that, if you want to keep up to date on anything related to Hafthor and his boxing training, or Eddie Hall's boxing training as they prepare for their big fight later on in September of this year, just head over to BarBend and you can look up everything that you want to know, or you can just go over to Google, type in BarBend boxing, and all of that information is going to come up. You're not going to want to miss out. There's a lot of good coverage. The fight between Hafthor Bjornsson and Eddie Hall is currently scheduled to occur on September 18th, 2021 in Las Vegas, and is one of the year's most anticipated fights. Now that's a big statement, considering that neither of the two former World's Strongest Men champion have ever boxed before. Hall won the World's Strongest Man in 2017, Thor won it in 2018, but neither of them have really any boxing experience in the ring outside of the current training that they've been doing in preparation for this fight. So Bjornsson, who surpassed Hall's milestone deadlift of 500 kilos when he lifted 501 kilos during World's Ultimate Strongman Feats of Strength series, the Icelandic native has an exhibition match with Stephen the Quiet Man Ward scheduled to take place on January 15th, 2021 in Dubai. So that's coming up this weekend. The World's Ultimate Strongman has told BarBend that this exhibition bout is the first of several that Bjornsson has lined up to accumulate enough experience in the ring before his big bout with Hall. So that's some big news. Bjornsson is not planning to go in cold against Eddie Hall. He is going to be fighting against professionals in exhibition matches for schedules that he's already lined up leading into September for that big pay-per-view bout. So here's the tale of the tape when it comes to Stephen Ward. Who is this guy? How did he get the chance to step in the ring with Hafthor in Hafthor's first ever professional experience in the ring, essentially? So Stephen Ward is from Belfast, Ireland. He has a professional record of 13 wins with only one loss. According to Tapology, his last contest was on September 30th, 2020, where he defeated Joan Villau via a judge's decision. He's 30 years old, he stands 6'2", and he weighs around 200 pounds, which means that he fights in the lightweight and cruiserweight divisions. He's fought in both divisions. Now, by boxing standards, that means that he is not a small guy. He's actually in one of the larger divisions. However, there are very few men who are going to stand next to Bjornsson in a ring and not look small. At 32 years of age, Bjornsson stands 6'9", 6'9" tall, and right now he weighs around 345 pounds. Now, that is a far cry from when he lifted that 501 kilo deadlift last May. That was the all-time heaviest deadlift ever pulled, and at that time he weighed 450 pounds. So he's lost over 100 pounds. He looks a lot leaner, but even in that state, he's going to look a lot bigger than Ward during this exhibition fight. Now, the difference, though, is that Bjornsson will be stepping in the ring for the first time. He's never actually contended with a professional boxer before, and Ward is a seasoned veteran with a very strong record. So here are the fight details. Bjornsson's first exhibition match, which against Ward, is set to take place on January 15th. That's this Saturday, at Conrad, Dubai. So the fight's going to be streamed a day later on Core Sports World at 2 p.m. Eastern. So you're not going to be able to see the fight live, but you will still be able to see the fight on coresports.world at 2 p.m. Eastern time the following day. The streaming service is set to relaunch on January 13th, and that's when fans can sign up. So today is the 11th. 2 days from now, on the 13th, you will be able to sign up. The main event will also be available through Bjornsson's Twitch channel, as well as his YouTube channel, as well as IFL TV's YouTube channel. So there are 4 total ways that you will be able to watch this first fight between Ward and Bjornsson. The fight was originally going to occur in Ireland. That's where Ward is from, but because of restrictions due to COVID-19, it's now taking place in Dubai. The entire event was made possible in part by MTK Global, a boxing management company, which is considered one of the major organizations in the sport. Since the fight between Ward and Bjornsson is an exhibition match, Ward's professional record won't be affected. So there won't be any changes to his record. He will enter at 13-1. He will leave at 13-1. And the exhibition itself will only consist of 3 3-minute rounds. So as normal per any professional prize boxing match, rounds are 3 minutes. But for the exhibition, and they're only going to be doing 3 rounds as opposed to like 10 rounds or 12 rounds that you might see for a top tier prize fight. This will be the main event of a card that will have 5 or 6 fights on it. So Bjornsson is already getting in the ring. He's already got exhibitions lined up on his schedule to get that experience in the ring to fight against Hall. Hall has not yet announced if he has got any professional exhibitions scheduled to build hype for the match as well as get experience in. We will absolutely cover that if Hall does decide to step into the ring with anybody prior to Bjornsson. But right now, you can expect Bjornsson and Ward 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Assuming that neither man gets knocked out, this is going to be the first time that Hafthor steps into the ring, so don't expect him to look like an absolute pro fighter right out of the gate. He's been in training, he's been working with professional fighters, but he has not yet stepped in the ring at a professional competition level. This will be the first time. So really expect him to be gaining that experience, going through the motions, feeling out what it's like to be in the ring against a professional. That's what you're gonna see. It's going to be very cool to see the 2018 World's Strongest Man step into the ring for the first time. So we're going to be covering that. Hopefully you will get a chance to see it. Until after the fight, I'm Phil Bleckman for BarBend.com, and we'll catch you next time.